Hi, my name is Patricia and I work at the Eastern Gateway Community College Library in Information Commons. I'm going to do a brief tutorial on how to create a PowerPoint using a few of the features for a basic presentation. There are two different ways to create a PowerPoint. You can create one from the PowerPoint installed on your computer or from the online version of PowerPoint. I'm going to show you the downloaded version, but most of the processes will be identical to the online version. Open your PowerPoint and you're given an option at this first click. You can choose a blank presentation or a themed one. The blank presentation has no color and only the basic formatting. I would suggest choosing a design before you begin that matches the theme or mood of your topic. If you complete your PowerPoint in a blank presentation and try to apply a design after, it is likely you will have to repair the placement of your text and pictures because design doesn't always convert smoothly. As you can see, when I choose a design like Vapor Trail, I'm given some options for color to begin with. I choose one and click on Create. Now that I have a presentation begun, I have several options. If I click on the New Slide drop-down list, I can see a gallery of slide option thumbnails. The Vapor Trail theme has 15 different slide types that hold a variety of text and picture or image options. If we choose a different theme by going to the Design tab and clicking on the Theme drop-down box and choosing Gallery, we can see that when we go back to the Home tab and click on the New Slide drop-down list, Gallery has 9 different slide options. You can also change the appearance of your theme in the Design tab in the Variants section, where you can change the colors, the background, and the font. Let's look at how you can actually add things to a slide by going to a PowerPoint I'm in the middle of creating. On the Home tab, if you click on New Slide, not the drop-down box, it will give you a default title and content slide or a repeat of the slide that is currently selected. The title and content slide is one of the slides that will be used most often. It's a great slide to give a title to, and then you can fill the content area with bulleted text, a photo, charts, graphs, or smart art. Here are some examples of what this slide could look like. Another very common slide is To Content. I don't need to delete this slide and start fresh. I can change the layout of this current slide by clicking on Layout and choosing a new option. This can be done with a slide that already has content. The To Content slide allows the user to put in a title but also add text beside a graphic or even two images side by side. Here's what that slide might look like. Related to the To Content slide is the Comparison slide. That allows the user to put in a general title but also allows the title of two things that can be compared. I'm going to show one last type of slide and actually put content in this one. I'm going to choose Content with Caption Layout for this example. I will add the title of what I will specifically be looking for in this slide. And then I will add in the caption, and then the image I have saved to my computer ahead of time. I will do this by clicking on the picture icon and selecting a picture from a folder on my computer. I can also select a picture from an online source available for Microsoft Office. I would click on the online picture icon and search what I am looking for. I'm going to type it in. Then when I find an acceptable image, I will click Insert. One of the most well-known aspects of PowerPoint are the dynamic aspects of transitions and animations. Transitions are how you move from one slide to another, and animations are ways to present information in certain ways in the slides. It should be said that overuse of these functions can be annoying or quite distracting to the viewer, and that's the opposite of what you want your presentation to be. The Transitions menu can be accessed on the Transitions tab. There are 3 categories of transitions given: subtle, exciting, and dynamic. You can select one and see a preview of what the effect is, or you can click on Preview. Some of them are simple, like fade or push, while others can be quite elaborate, like fracture or origami. When you choose a transition, it will only apply to the slide you have selected. I would seldom advise someone to use multiple transition types in a short PowerPoint, as that will add to the distraction. If you want to apply the same transition to every slide, you will click on Apply to All. I'm going to apply the Fade transition and Apply to All. Some of the transitions take longer than others, so you can shorten or lengthen the time the transition takes by changing the duration. Some transitions are best seen viewing your PowerPoint in presentation view. You can do that by clicking the button at the top of the screen that says Start from Beginning. Animations can be very useful if you are presenting live in front of an audience or have recorded your audio during a time presentation. They allow you to display information when you want to, as gradually as you need to keep up with your spoken presentation. Animations, like transitions, come in a few varieties, and like transitions, you will need to be careful not to overwhelm your PowerPoint presentation. In the most basic form, you can highlight a line of text or an image and apply an animation to it in the order you want your animations to appear. This first one, I will apply a fly-in animation. This pie chart, I will apply a split. There are ways to alter your animations and how they look by using some of these options on the right, but that isn't necessary. You can remove an animation by selecting one of your blocks and clicking None in the animation pane. You can click on the Preview button to see what it might look like, but again, animations like transitions are best seen playing in the presentation. Never send your PowerPoint or present it without playing it from the beginning at least once. Animations need to be applied to each line, image, or block of text, so in this example, the animations won't appear until we get to the slide we just altered. The web or online version of PowerPoint is very similar to the downloaded version. Most of the themes and variants are the same, but there are some options that are a little different or presented in a different way. I will choose one of the themes, Madison. It still allows me to change the variants or colors of the presentation, although not before I create it. Once I do make some changes, though, a pane opens to the right to offer variations on the design or images that can be placed in the PowerPoint. I'm going to click on Undo. I still have access to transitions and animations and most of the other things we talked about before. The offerings within the text box are a little different. I'm going to insert a title and content slide and look at what's different. Instead of offering the option for a chart, it offers the option to insert a variety of images and icons. You can rename your presentations online by typing in the title here at the top. PowerPoints created on the web are automatically saved to your eGCC OneDrive when you open them from your eGCC 365 account. You will also have the option of saving the presentation as a PDF or other version, but most likely if you want a copy saved to a non-website, you will most likely want to click on the Open in the Desktop app to open it with the installed version of Office. Then you can use the Save As to save it to a flash drive or computer. PowerPoint is a really useful and really colorful presentation medium. I showed the simplest ways to create a PowerPoint, but if you're willing to spend some time exploring, you will see that there is so much more available. Have fun with it.